crucifixion we'll bring for you and your king. We wish you a homeless Christmas and a disenfranchised New Year. Dead puppies we'll bring for you and your king. We wish you death and destruction at Christmas and a truly miserable New Year. Broken glass you will find in your bed. We wish you death and destruction and a really miserable year. Septicemia I'll bring to you and your king. We wish you a broken sofa and mold on your bread. Bad tidings we bring to you and your queen. We wish you a miserable Christmas and a psychotic New Year. And it was good. Mostly. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a terrorist. I am the Divine David. And you? You're an illusion. This week we have
this, und this, und this, und this.
In the words of Donna, it's Christmas, and here I have a Christmas tree. I'm going to decorate it. But before one decorates a Christmas tree, it's always as well to get to know your tree. The tree will tell you what it needs. Baubles and bangles and shiny things on the tree, a little bit passé now. I've come up with a new idea. Taking a dinkum pork pie and a pipe cleaner, inserting the pipe cleaner into the pork pie, making a hook. Voila, the first decoration. And it's such a change from the chocolate novelties. Because many of us, well, we rather like the savoury, don't we? And what will happen as the Christmas season progresses is that the pork pies will change. Instead of fairy lights, soon you'll have lots of colour and movement in the form of blue bottles going around the tree. Beautiful. Doesn't that look nice? Many of us like sausages at Christmas. Look. Isn't that beautiful? And they feel nice too. Whoosh! As if by magic, my tree is laden with sausages. Why would you choose sausages to decorate your tree? Well, I'll tell you. They're beautiful to touch, they're a lovely length, and a really good girth. Nowadays, sausages come in many shapes and sizes. These are green. They've been laced with cannabis, and they can really make your party go with the swing. I've got some red ones here. And if you don't have any red sausages, just use an old lipstick and just smear them nicely. Isn't that lovely, the way they dangle? What pork-laden Christmas tree would be complete without the inclusion of bacon? I'm using smoked middle. This is because it has a very nice iridescent quality, which adds a lovely sheen to your decoration. Here I've got some delicate decorations. This is made up of pork scratchings, which are available in plastic bags from the local pub. What I've done is, I've taken the pipe cleaner, wrapped it around the pork scratching. They really are quite tasty. And then put it onto the tree, and you get an interesting juxtaposition of the larger pork pie, coupled with the pork scratching. You're playing with scale. You'll be the talk of the neighborhood with a tree such as this. There's something missing, isn't there? I'm a bit of a scavenger, and I was out shopping earlier on, and I found a roadkill cat. Here's its tail. And just applying the cat's tail to the top of the tree makes a nice change from an angel. Meow. Have you seen the overall effect? It's quite German, isn't it? They adore boiled pork knuckles and that sort of thing. Vegetarians, you could place vegetable peelings in a variety of colours and shades, perhaps parsnip, carrot, a few little bits of brassica. And you too could end up with a beautiful kaleidoscope of textures, colours giving it depth, height, and meaning. Goodbye from this special Christmas masterclass. This isn't a fantasy world, a dreamscape. It's reality, and well, you know it. It's Christmas, and it's post back. And I've had quite a few parcels pushed through my hole this week. I wonder what I've got now. Feels quite cold. It's snow! I'm going to make a snowman. Look what Santa's brought me. Can't wait to see what it is. Look! It's a video! Many years ago, I travelled through Yugoslavia on a train. It took 3 days. I am the Divine David. Fnugentrugen. Yes, that's Norwegian for trumpet. I've got a tangerine in my stocking. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea.
Humanity has created many splendid things, but really surpassed itself when it brought us the English seaside town. Many of the people at these seaside resorts have trekked for hundreds of miles. As night falls on many British beaches, people wend their way to try and find the mouth of sewage outlet pipes, and they feed. Many seaside resorts are now surrounded by marijuana fields. These fields are heavily policed by the hill people. Many British seaside resorts boast big wheels. Note this one, no seats to sit in. One has to cling on and spin round.
Dodgems, roller coaster, Big Dipper, you name it, I know. For I am from the seaside. Oh yes, the sea threw me up. Where there is beauty, as we know, there's always danger. The danger comes through swimming in the sea here. Many is the day where the beach just rings out with the scream of anguished parents who see their child and Lilo pulled down by chemicals and corrosive liquids. Oh, yes. Have you seen a horizon lately? If you're feeling poorly, don't take a handful of tranquilizers and go to sleep, for the sea makes a pretty cruel nurse. Expose your flesh and feel the salty sea breeze. I'm in a state of ecstasy, on the very verge of achieving a shattering climax. Come with me. You can tell the tide anything, and it will keep your secret. The sea sings its song of desire, of love, of betrayal, of drowning. Sea, come to me. And the sea created the divine David. I think I've got a fur ball.
This is serious! Stop that laugh!
Santa. We all remember him, don't we? I can almost feel the knobbly knee between my adolescent buttocks as I was positioned onto Santa's lap. He said, "I've got something for you." And I said, "What is it?" And he said, "Put your little hand in my stocking and pull it out." Well, I said, "This feels very small." But do you know something? It got bigger in my hand. Oh, yes. I do have memories of Santa and his claws. My back was ripped asunder. Santa seemed to be after something, as if he was looking for something, using my body as if it were wrapping paper. Oh, yes, I was used by Santa. I have many memories of Santa and his grotto. Santa ruined my life. No wonder I became a registered drug addict, an antisocial, and that all my relationships have been profoundly unsuccessful. Oh, yes, Santa ruined my life. I really did see Santa kissing Daddy underneath the plastic mistletoe. Can you imagine the effect that had on me as small child? Santa tied me up with bits of tinsel and hung baubles and bangles and beads around my head and ears and tried to make me into a Christmas tree decoration. I thought that that was normal. I remember my tears. I remember Santa making unnatural demands because I wanted a prize, because I wanted to stick my hand in his bran tub and pull something out. Tiny little fingers in Santa's beard. Where did they come from? And why was there blood all around his mouth? His face, I thought, would be a beautiful ruddy complexion. But it was green, and it smelt. If you rearrange the letters in Santa's name, you get Satan. Rearrange the letters in claws, and I give you Santa. Also, the name of a pedigree Staffordshire Bull Terrier belonging to Camilla Parker Bowles. I went into his grotto. The stench of human excrement is disgusting. They obviously hadn't cleaned up, but they've been there for months, squatting there. People lying around in their own excrement, their own filth. Feces up the wall of the grotto. That's what I remember. And poor Rudolph, poor little Rudolph, only had 3 legs. Why? Because Santa had torn off one of Rudolph's front legs. And there it was, rotating on a spit. And there was Santa, drinking straight from a gin bottle, pointing at the bubbling meat on the rotisserie, inviting people to pull at Rudolph's flesh. And Rudolph stood there, looking faintly ridiculous, wearing a reindeer-sized suspender belt and tights, and a ridiculous sort of bra ensemble. I went in there to tell Santa what I wanted for Christmas. I walked into an abattoir. Santa sat there with his legs open and his chainsaw in his hand. I'll never forget the sound. He said, "Would you like a glove puppet for Christmas?" And I said, "Yes, please." And he said, "So would I." Rearrange the letters in Santa. And I give you Satan, Santa. Well, that's it for another week. I hope you hold on to life in between now and next week. If you don't, I'll understand.
The solid sensuous tires that killed Mrs. Maples last night now drive home. They're warm and wet with her fresh blood.
Here come now the Gluck Gluck corner, gonna rock you so hard you can't say no. Here come now the Gluck Gluck corner, gonna rock you so hard you can't say no. Here come now the Gluck Gluck corner, gonna rock you so hard you can't say no. Here come now the Gluck Gluck corner, gonna rock you so hard you can't say no.
They bathe in cool puddles, then enter their bedroom. He takes off his clothes and spreads himself on his cushy chair. Something is stirring inside him. A pulse pounds in his pistons. He is restless. He must kill again. He's the Glugglugger! He's the Glugglugger! And no man stands in his path. He's a 1954 Ford Popular, and he is heavy as an ox. The lust for death drove him onto new territory. Crawling along in first, his dip-beam eyes spy pretty maiden. Solid sensuous tires crush ankles dainty! He's the Glugglugger! He's the Glugglugger! And no man stands in his path. He's a 1954 Ford Popular, and he's as heavy as an oxen. He cleans up his calves, picks the cooked meat from his manifold, and moves on to the vicarage. 30 minutes later, he drives into J. Davis for service. Cool as a cucumber! He's the Glugglugger! He's the Glugglugger! And no man stands in his path. He's a 1954 Ford Popular, and he's as heavy as an oxen. He's a 19